Hi guys, it's Mrs. Chapman. Hope you all are doing well. Miss you guys and see you in a couple weeks. I wanted to give you an intro into how to read Romeo and Juliet. So when you download this PDF, you'll see a character list on the first page. So use this if you need to figure out who is who. I also am listing a character list on the active reading guide that you'll use as you read, and I'll show that to you in just a second. So here's what the play looks like, the script. In just a few minutes, you guys are going to take some time to look at the prologue and pick it apart in groups. And I wanted to point out a few things to you. So you'll notice that a bunch of words are underlined. When the word is underlined, you're going to look over to the right because there's some side notes, some translations to help you understand. So for example, households is underlined. Households, it's referring to families in this case, or two families, both alike in dignity. Dignity is underlined. You look over to the right. Okay, dignity means rank. So there's two families and they're similar in their rank or status. So as you read, really use these side notes to help you pick it apart and understand. Then you will see some numbers here on the right-hand side. Let me explain what those mean. I'm going to scroll down. So this is starting with Act 1, Scene 1. On the right, the numbers, this means Act 1. The first number is the act. The second number is the scene. So we're Act 1, Scene 1, Act 1, Scene 1, Act 1, Scene 1. You're going to see it throughout this whole scene. The last number on the right-hand side here is the line number. So line 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. If I ask you a question and I say, okay, it's Samson speaking and it's lines 1.116 through 18. So lines 16 through 18 or 19. You're going to look over here, find line 16. Okay, line 16 through 19 here. And Samson's line. And then you'll reread Samson's line and answer whatever question I'm asking you about that. So that's what the line or these numbers here on the right-hand side mean. When you are reading, you're going to see the scene will always start off with some stage notes. So if we were acting this out, we'd say, okay, we're pretending we're in Verona. We're in a street. It's morning time. We have the characters Samson and Gregory in the scene, and they're carrying their weapons. Samson will start out with reading, Gregory, on my word, will not carry coals. Then Gregory will go and say, no, for then we should be collars. I mean, if we be in collar, we'll draw. And so on and so forth. So if you end up getting a character, a role, you're just going to read your line. And you know what? Just pretend like you know exactly what you're saying. You pretend like you know how to pronounce the words, because you will find very quickly that Shakespeare is hard to read. It's going to feel like you're reading another language, like you're listening to another language, and you're going to feel like, what is going on here? What are they talking about? But I promise you, you will start to get used to it. You'll get the hang of it. And if you're assigned to read aloud, like, don't be embarrassed about reading aloud. Just fake it till you make it. Try your best. Confidently read, pretend like you know exactly what's going on and what you're saying. And we will be stopping periodically to try to understand all of this. So that is the PDF for the play. Now I'm going to show you the active reading guide. So you'll download this active reading guide. And it's just that. It is for you to be actively reading and trying to understand as we read. You'll see, okay, here's my little character list for you again. That's just conveniently located for you to reference. And as you read, we're going to stop periodically. Okay, we need to figure out, what's going on in these lines. Okay, this I don't have any lines for, but you'll see here. Okay, Prince's line, you're going to look back to lines 83 through 106 here. And then read my questions, and you guys will be discussing this in class. So if you feel like you know the answer, like raise your hand, give your answer loud so that everyone else can also understand. And then you'll just be in charge of writing your answer out independently because you'll be turning this in after all of Act 1 is completed. Okay, I wish you the best of luck with this, but I will be with you shortly in 2 weeks or so, and I'll get to carry on reading this with you. All right, talk to you later. Bye, guys.